Ang problema po kasi, Madam Secretary, Madam Chair, parang we have to respect the one China policy. Tama po. At sumusunod tayo sa gusto nila. Alright. The problem now is, paano naman tayo? Paano naman po si Eddie? Tinatrato na parang langgam at kayang-kayang apak-apakan lang po tayo. There is no more respect, ika nga. While we respect what they want, while we don't want to interfere in their affairs between China and Taiwan, but what about our position? As neighbors, na they can just trample, they can just come into our territory and interfere with our affairs. Siguro, Madam Chair, sa akin lang po ha, I mean, this does not reflect the opinion of the committee. Rather, it's a personal opinion. I think it's high time that we think our position if we must continue to observe this one China policy. Because of the fact na hindi naman po ginagalang tayo while we respect what they want. You understand where I'm coming from, Madam Secretary. While we respect what they want. One China policy kami ito, huwag kayong makialam. But what about us? What about our rights? Our rights at the West Philippine Sea. They can come in and out and wala tayong say. To the point that our personnel, our Coast Guard and Navy personnel being harassed, our fishermen driven away back to our shores. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but on my opinion, Madam Secretary, we really have to think of this position. I mean, yes, the United States is observing this one China policy. Hindi naman sila po binubuli. Tayo po nabubuli. And come to think of it, that's our neighbor. So we respect what they want, pero what we want is that they get out of the West Philippine Sea. They don't respect that, Madam Chair. So I want to hear your opinion on this, Madam Secretary.
Chair.
Yes, you're recognized, please.
Thank you very much for that statement, that opinion, that personal statement of yours, Senator Tulfo. I guess the situation is such, but as far as the Department of Foreign Affairs is concerned, we have certain mechanisms that we have been employing from the start in dealing with
Pero sorry to interrupt, Secretary Lazaro, pero yung ating mga note verbal at yung sangkatutak na protesta, umabot na yata ng 300 mahigit. Ilan na ba? Ano ba ang running count natin? Napakarami. Wala na ma-epekto.
Yeah.
Parang nakakahiya, dinedetma.
Ang problema, Madam Chair, is that it's also important na yung mga protests na yon form part of the documentation in case whatever happens. And this was what was used during the arbitral proceedings at The Hague. But going back to the question of Senator.
But do we have any other effective means of...
That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, obviously, well, we can keep sending those note verbal. We can call for the ambassador. We can protest in the United Nations, in the ASEAN, and so on. But to no real effect. Things are just being exacerbated by all these efforts, apparently angering the Chinese even further. So wala rin epekto.
But as I was starting to state, we have a mechanism. We have so many mechanisms, and it works in different sectors. We have the bilateral consultative mechanism of the South China Sea. This is at the level of the foreign ministry, and it may seem that it is doesn't have that much impact, but yes, it does. Just to cite an example, the discussions on the Ayungin Shoal, the Second Thomas Shoal. If you notice, Senator Tulfo, from the time of June 17, 2024, when a finger of one of the soldiers
yes.
was
right.
cut
He
off.
came over here in this committee.
And the Department of Foreign Affairs, together with our Chinese colleagues, came up with a provisional arrangement. This provisional arrangement is in consonance also with the UNCLOS, and that it stated there. So since then, the RORE, we call it the rotation and reprovisioning of necessities, wala hong incident, if you
Oo,
notice,
tahimik na mula nung
from
naputol
20,
yung
June
daliri
17,
ni
exactly,
Facundo, no?
yes, until the present time. In fact,
So
nakasyam
anong
na RORE na.
kasunduan doon? Kahit papaano may kasunduan.
May kasunduan talaga
So
without
titimbre lang
prejudice.
kayo. Di ba yung dating kasunduan, all
Yes.
these years, ang mangyayari doon, titimbre kayo.
Yeah, information lang.
Titimbre sila
Information
na
exchange.
information lang, di ba?
Exchange, right.
Sasabihin, okay, maghahatid
Oo.
kami ng pagkain, tubig at iba pa.
Right.
Parang ganon. At
And
magpapalit ng tauhan.
Madam Chair, the most important aspect of this provisional arrangement is it is not no prejudice to our official positions.
Madam Chair, makasingit lamang po. Maganda po yung sinasabi ho ninyo. But recently, have you seen the photos? Have you seen reports from our Philippine Coast Guard and Philippine Navy? Hindi na po Coast Guard, hindi na po Chinese Coast Guard. It's the People's Liberation Army Navy na po ang nagbabantay. And then, meron po sila mga rubber boats na meron pong mounted machine guns. It is, hindi na po Coast Guard. It is already Chinese Navy. Watching, no more. Nung magbanggaan po sila, if you would remember, ma'am, a couple of weeks ago, I think last week lang, no, nagbanggaan yung Chinese Navy at saka Coast Guard, nagalit sila. So, nagpadala na sila ng PLN na mga Navy. So, when you say PLN, they're armed. Tapos, nagpadala pa sila on the rubber boats, iniikot-ikutan yung BRP Sierra Madre. I mean, this is something. I mean, mas lalong, yung kanilang what they're doing, yung kanilang claim sa West Philippine Sea, parang they've already occupied it. And then what we're doing is diplomacy. It's like bringing a pen to a gunfight. And then diplomacy without deterrence is weakness, Madam Secretary, Madam Chair. So this is what we were saying na we keep on observing one China policy at para wag natin tratuhin bilang ibang bansa ang Taiwan because sa kanila yon. But the point is, pero bakit tayo patuloy po na binabastos ng ating kapitbahay? Is there any tangible leverage we have over China, or are we just allowing ourselves to be bullied in the name of diplomacy? That's the question, Madam Secretary.
Madam Chair, again, Janitor Tulfo, what you are describing are the operational part. As far as the Department of Foreign Affairs is concerned, we still adhere to what the President said, that this dispute should be governed by diplomacy and dialogue. So that's where we differ from our security agencies, who I think is doing a fantastic job in taking care of our waters. But we cannot. We still are of the view and strongly state that diplomacy has still an important role in this issue. It may not be immediate, but diplomacy definitely has a very important role